me with scripts like this where I really have to play a real life character. Normally
Yeah.
they come to me with biopics of some athletes or some bodybuilders. So it was quite new for me. And so the way I've been trained, I have an erect spine. Everything is, there's a place where I want to be like with perfection. But for this movie, I had to be completely the way we see people who are not trained. So for me
Yeah.
to even fight the way we
Yeah. I know. Yeah.
I had to just leave
Yeah.
it all and I had to come from blocks to. And for
Yeah.
me, it was quite new. And I have to give a lot of credit to Farooq, the director, because he used to
Yeah.
scream on the mic, Vidyut, you're not Commando, you're Samir. So for me,
I
it's quite
also
nice.
believe that it is always the director, who creates that space so that you can do what you can do. It's always the director, but it also is takes courage from the actor's point of view. We must give ourselves a pat on our backs when we do that. So
No, we
well done
should
on
keep
that.
patting our backs a lot more than we do actually. You know, I was watching
True.
Hritik. I just watched, I think about a month back. I watched this batch of 2020 you did a conversation for motivational. It was a
Yeah.
motivational speech. I have
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
tell
Yeah.
you, very cool, man. I loved the way you spoke from your heart, and it was quite important
Thank
because
you. Thank you.
I love the way I read the messages, and it's quite nice that you can change a lot of lives from your own experiences, and it was very nice to watch it.
Thanks a lot. Yeah, I really believed in that, and I think uh, uh, I think that is something that drives you as well. What I see in you is that you also want to cause some kind of change. You want to inspire, and you have been doing that, and you've been doing that really well because it somehow, through my mother, through other, somehow it came to my mom. Through my mom, it came to me. I got to know about you. I started to follow what all things that you were saying. I followed your diet. I know you're a vegetarian, and I really like that you keep yourself surrounded by nature and the martial arts that you are trained in. Tell me something more about that. It's called Kalaripayattu, right?
Perfectly said. Perfectly said.
Kalaripayattu.
Perfectly said.
Kalaripayattu
Like,
is something that is completely keeps you functional, and it incorporates a lot of animal moves, and it's like being one with nature in an abstract way. If I had to express what I feel about it. But you tell me.
so Kalaripayattu, Hritik, I'm so proud of the fact that you said the name correctly because in India I
Thank
don't
you.
see many people saying it right. They can talk about kung fu, they talk about karate, but when it comes to Kalaripayattu, they haven't heard this word a lot.
Yeah, that's true.
So for me, Kalaripayattu started with Lord Shiva, and it came from Lord Shiva to Parshuram, from Parshuram to Bodhidharma, and this our man, Bodhidharma, went from India to the Shaolin, and he started this whole martial arts, which very few people know. So for me, it's my duty that everybody, like I don't really want to inspire people, like you said, but for me, it's very important for people to just be aware that this is the mother of all martial arts.
It is. It is. That's where it started. It started here in India.
And we Indians need to
All
just know
martial arts.
this because like when I do something like if I'm on spears or if I'm balancing myself on bottles and people say, oh, with you, I've seen one of the Shaolin monks do it. For me, it's like saying that, we started it, we need to get it
Yeah.
back. We all are as
Yeah.
fit.
Yeah.
The Indians are the elitist beings, in my opinion. So for us, I feel very proud that I represent Kalaripayattu, and I feel very
That's
proud that
amazing.
yeah. It's like
So,
you inspired a
so if
generation
someone
and
like me,
more.
if someone like me wants to learn, I'm 46 now, and if I want to learn, and or yeah, if I want to learn, is it
So
easy
this
for me
is
to start?
this is the most constant question that I get. Sir, I'm 65 years old. Am I not too old to start? So what you said, I want to learn, is where everything starts. There's no age.
That's
You
so
should
true.
just have the desire
I agree.
to
I
learn.
agree. Yeah.
And then the rest of the questions are just said by people. Oh, you're too old, you're too fat, you're too thin.
Yeah.
Then you just raise your
That's true.
own bar. You can do
That's so true.
anything, my man, and you know it.
But do they have coaches more? Is this something that is widespread in Mumbai?
No, in the last 3 years, I've noticed that a lot of stuff has started coming on YouTube. Very good stuff. I feel very proud of it because normally I used to watch videos internationally, and I always wondered that this is ours. So I really thank you for asking me this. I want to say thank you to all the people who are promoting Kalaripayattu on social media. I've been watching you, whether you're in Kerala, whether you're in Delhi, whether you are in Haryana. I feel
Yeah.
proud. We need to get our legacy back. This is ours.
I feel you, man. I feel what you're saying, and I also want to try my hand at this. I
You
know
can do anything.
it will be tough. Arey nahi yaar, my
How far have
body
you
is all
gone with
broken.
your piano?
You also play?
No, I watch you.
Oh, watch me. I'm. I mean, I'm trying to like make the best use of my time. So, I'm learning a little bit of piano, a little bit of voice training. I'm trying to sing. Let's see. Uh, कुछ
For
होगा
me,
उसके
for
साथ
me,
तो होगा.
for me, Khuda Hafiz was completely about untraining who I am. I
Yeah,
had
I
to
could see
untrain
that. I could see that.
everything I've done from the way I walk. And I realized whilst I was doing it that all the actors who made a mark have really worked really hard
Yeah,
because they've gone through this journey that I've just stepped upon.
yeah.
And I
You
was
know, there's a
experiencing.
yeah. So, sorry to
No,
interject.
please, please,
Go on,
please.
go on, go on. There's a
So there's
particular
this.
scene that I
Which one?
sorry. There's a particular scene I really like. It's a scene where you're on the hunt and you're on the search, and you go to the embassy, and there's a lady there, and you have to request her, and you're frightened, you are desperate, you still have to be polite, and you have to be restrained. That particular scene really stood out for me because I saw that and I knew that yeah, there's something about you that is very very special. There is something that is
Thank
there
you.
is a certain focus in your eyes. There's a certain, and I think I suspect that comes from the fact that you have disciplined yourself so much. You stand for something that you believe in. There's so much passion in you that and you're humble at the same time. So there's a particular focus in your eyes which is very attractive, and you use that so well. I mean, I don't think you used it, but I mean you just happen to have it. So it came across really well. I really thought that that scene was a difficult scene to do, and I also liked after a particular song, there's a transformation that happens in your eyes after you go through some loss, and there's a transformation that happens, and you suddenly see that there's a higher wisdom that takes over you, and that is when I realized that Vidyut as an individual, all the previous scenes that I was seeing, he was pretending to be that. Now, this is the higher intelligence of your being that you brought into the character. From your training and the calm, the composure, all of that just came in, and I understood that. Acha, this is the journey of the character that he was trying to build, from somebody who was uncertain, scared, to somebody who was calm, composed, and strong. That transformation also came across really well. So
I don't know how
congratulations, man.
often does it happen with you, Hritik, because this was my first time to experience this. When I did that
Yeah.
scene where I walk into that office of the Indian embassy and I go to the lady, Sonia ji, and I tell her that, listen, I've lost my wife and मुझे उसके बारे में कुछ पता नहीं है, कहाँ है. I don't know, I'm sure you must have experienced it so many times. For me, every time I walked into that room, I had tears in my eyes. I just didn't know what I had to say to her in words, but I knew the
Wow.
feeling that I. So I'm sure you go through it so many times. It was my first, and I loved it. It was
That's
unbelievable.
amazing. That's amazing.
You did
That
a
means
lot
you
of
were
those
you
scenes
were
in Super 30, right? Like so many times, completely down and out.
yeah,
Like,
but it takes me a lot of effort. Uh, but you were
I've
completely
never
immersed.
cried in my life so much. I love crying. It's a rarity that happens to me, and I really enjoy it. I like all these emotions: anger, jealousy,
Yeah,
anxiety. I love these emotions. We should
and they're all
experience it.
very very important.
Oh my
They're
god!
very very important.
I
We
watch.
often stop ourselves from expressing, but we just must express. You know, it lightens the soul. But you were
You know, Hritik,
completely immersed in your character. I think that's why it came so easily. You were completely immersed and you believed it. You had that conviction to let go of the external trappings of action hero. You did not allow that side of you to seep into the character even for a second. You sacrificed it for the entire film, and that's really praiseworthy. It shows me that you have integrity. And also, I love the way Khuda Hafiz, the title was used. Something is I have a Instagram saying something to me on, and it's not going. It says we limit how often you can do certain things, but I am only doing an Insta live. Can you please get out of my frame? Vidyut, can you see me?
you're beautiful.
Oh, I can't see you. My screen's gone blank.
I can see it's a bit
Me and
hazy, but you're looking
Instagram
quite
live.
nice.
Okay, thank
Cloudy.
you very much. I like to see your beautiful face as well, but tell us if you think we made a
Technology.
mistake. Instagram, you made a mistake. It's asking me whether it's making a mistake. What do I do? It's not going. Help. Okay, Vidyut, we're gonna have like I'm gonna pretend it's a phone chat now. So, because I can't see. Uh,
No, you know, we were chatting about this, you know, like going back to where we left from. I see
hmm,
people and I experience, like, I tell people, Hritik, that the Hindi film industry is a spiritual journey for me. I'm so glad that the industry chose me to be part of it because the experiences that I've had over here, this is one place and which we were talking about is that I love the fact that if you're angry, you should just be angry. If you're nervous, you should let the nervousness be. People just try
yeah,
and run away from it,
yeah,
and that's when they get sad, learn flick, or all those things. So in this character, every time I felt the pain, I just didn't let it go.
that's fantastic.
What's your
Also,
process? I need to ask you this because you're one of those actors that people, if they get an opportunity, they should ask you. So, what's your process of getting into a character?
my process really is to kind of collect as much information as I can, as much as I know about the character. So I try and question a lot of. I try and ask as many questions as possible so that I get to know the character as much as possible. And that information, when your ammunition is the information about the character, so that really helps me, and that's where I start from. That's my starting point. Uh, but yeah, the thing you said about the industry, the one thing that always comes to my mind is that the industry is a fantastic place. I'm here because I love cinema, and I think it's a place where you really get to test your character because it can be very hard. It can be so rewarding that you can lose your mind. So it tests your character in many ways, and I think that is it's a playground for your character. So I enjoy it because I love being tested. So uh, I agree with you. It's a wonderful place to be, and thanks to God that we are a part of
By the way,
cinema where.
Ritik, you're, you're a boon to the Hindi film industry. You got
अरे
everything
नहीं है
perfectly packed.
ऐसा कुछ नहीं है we
You're
all
meant
we
to
all
be
we all
here.
trying we all workers.
Yeah, but you know, while you were saying, for me, the process of learning anything, like when I watch something or something comes into my mind and I want to like put it in action, I'm talking about a physical ability that I garner.
Yeah,
Uh, I've realized my technique is this: get every information about it through yourself. Like, what is it that I can't do? What is it that seems difficult to me? Get all the information in your
correct.
head,
Yep.
subtract it, and then go for it. So, yeah, acting, everything is the same process. That's what I
Yeah, man,
figured.
that's exactly what I do, and I don't think there is a better way than that, है ना?
So, you know, Ritik, I have this show on YouTube called X-Rayed. Why I started is because when I speak to journalists and they talk to me about fitness, and I'm sure they ask you the same questions that they ask me. For example, what do you eat? When do you sleep? Blah, 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 blah. So I realized that the fans don't really get the real answers because what I eat, how much I sleep, how much I
Yes,
train will not make them look the way we are, you and I.
yeah, That's true.
right?
That's true.
So I
What do you
started
do
the show.
on the
I
channel?
started the show where I asked fitness legends, like I spoke to Tony Jaa, I spoke to Michael Jaa White, about the things that I wanted them to ask me, the journalist.
Right.
So that's why I asked you your process, because I would really, that's why the curiosity came. And what does Hritik Roshan do? How does he get into this?
But you know, the bottom line is, and also I have subscribed to your channel already before I came on this Insta Live. So I'm going to watch. I already saw one where you were explaining your vegetarian diet, and I got inspired. Man, someday I have to go completely vegetarian, and that day is coming soon. So I'm going to use your platform to kickstart that process in my mind, because I really feel that that is going to be the future of all our diets. Go vegetarian. Yeah.
Hritik, do you want to read a few messages from all the Jambalians and all your people? You know, I want to just say a lot of love to your fans. I want to tell them that I love the way
You know, it's a
you
pity I can't
guys.
see anything because my screen is blank.
Let's do a phone chat then, just like that. Can you see me?
Black. Anyways, क्या क्या बोल रहे थे आप? You were saying
So मैं बोल रहा था यार